Welcome to Off the Leash. My name is Jason Kenzie.
And I'm Izik Nox.
And this is a show about everything animal news related from around the world. So Izik, what is in the news for you?
Well, we have an interesting animal news coming in from a wedding chapel, actually. Usually the ring bearer is, one of the children from one of the guests or maybe a friend of the family.
What if you don't have children?
Then there's no ring bearer. But in this particular scenario, the couple decided to use an animal to bring the ring to the altar.
It was a grizzly bear, and it went wild and started ripping apart everyone. So what kind of animal did they use?
They used a barn owl, actually, to deliver the ring.
So it was exciting. What was happening was they had this owl fly from this guy that had the owl as a pet. It flew across the room and it landed.
It was actually the bird handler.
Yeah, it was the bird handler. Everybody looked as the bird flew by and it landed on the groom.
I believe it was the best man. He was waiting for the ring to be delivered to him, and the bird delivered the ring successfully. And as soon as the ring got delivered, the bird actually turned around and attacked one of the patrons, one of the guests. It was really funny. You can check out the video, links down below. In his defense, it was a very bright window in his direction, and owl might have been blinded and simply, went for something shiny, thinking it was an animal he could hunt.
Turned out the one guy that the owl decided to go after was scared of birds. I'm scared of birds too. I mean, one time I was walking down the street and this pigeon flew in front of me. I was so scared. I was running around like nuts. I just myself. Goddamn pigeons. They should have used a pigeon to carry the ring across. Probably would have flew outside and just in everybody's car. You can see I don't like, pigeons. Our next story, it goes all the way to Germany.
You hear about firefighters rescuing people who get stuck in different situations. Sometimes you even hear stories about a cat that gets stuck in a tree, and then the fire department comes and rescues these animals. You never usually hear a story about a firefighter team rescuing a rat. A group of volunteer firefighters has rescued a fat rat that was stuck in a manhole and couldn't get out.
They also called the Armed Guard, the FBI, CIA, the Army, the Navy, and the Girl Guides.
They also got some helicopters and a rat whisperer. So
they were able to catch another rat, which was able to talk to the rat. And later on, the rat actually had a few things to say. I will never eat fast food again.
It is believed that the obesity epidemic is now trickling down to pets and as well as rats do eat leftovers from human beings. They could have simply called in the Ninja Turtles to help Master Splinter out of the sewer hole. They could have came up from the bottom and pushed his fat ass out.
It looks like times were really bad for Master Splinter. Yeah. Hasn't been doing any of that karate or ninjutsu for a long time.
That's right.
Sitting in front of the TV, just eating popcorn and fast food.
I find that this rat is actually very lucky. I mean, it was pretty much, you can see from the pictures, it was stuck right in the middle of the road. It could have been accidentally run over or eaten by a predator like a cat or a hawk.
Or an owl. So the rat was so grateful for being rescued that it joined the volunteer fire department, and now it does support for other rats that get stuck in sewers.
The rat's still kind of prejudiced about rescuing cats out of trees as it holds bad previous experiences with the animal.
So our next story comes all the way from where?
From where most of our stories come from.
Australia.
A 4-week-old baby meerkat was stolen from a zoo. The innkeepers were actually fearing that it might have been eaten by a predator or that somebody actually stole the little guy.
It turned out that yes, somebody had stolen the little one.
Police have acquired a warrant. Special forces broke down the doors of this home with machine guns drawn to rescue the meerkat from its meerkat nappers. I believe they stole the meerkat to have as a pet when they soon realized that meerkats don't exactly make great pets and they're definitely not trainable.
I have no idea why they would name an animal a meerkat. Why not just a cat or a meer? Hi, I got a pet, a meer. A pet meer.
For those of you that don't know, this is a meerkat. It is possible that the catnappers kidnapped him in order to cast him in a new Lion King movie as Timon. But when they found out that the company already had someone casted for him, they had no choice but to return him. As far as we know, the meerkat has been reintegrated into its family and into its original community where it is thriving.
So if you guys are ever thinking of getting a meerkat as a pet, don't. They don't make the best pets. They should be just seen from a distance.
In the wild.
And not in your pocket.
No charges have been laid yet. However, FBI does suspect that maybe Pumbaa might be behind this.
An interesting fact about meerkats is other animals will use meerkats as a warning sign for predators. It's a true fact, because when there are predators around, meerkats will start thumping and squeaking, and they'll actually dive into their little hole, and the other animals know to run like fucking hell.
It is possible that the kidnapper also wanted to use this strategy to use the meerkat as a home alarm so that he wouldn't have to buy one. But after finding out that you have to actually feed and care for the meerkat, they changed their mind.
I mean, I could just see, how do you test those things? Meerkat standing there, you're like, bites his hand, and he's like taking this thing back. Doesn't work very well. Yeah, you know, I bet the intruders that took the meerkat was obsessed with the Lion King. Turned out that they didn't like the sequel and decided to take it back. I want to say thank you so much for joining us on this episode. If you like what you saw or you like what you heard, please hit the subscribe button and the like button and share with all your friends, because with your support, we can keep on making these episodes to make you guys laugh.
And also don't forget to hit that notification button to notify you every time we upload, which is Thursdays at 6.
And there are links to all the stories that we have talked about down below. Always support your local animal rescues. See ya.
Have a good night, everybody.